So over the past 24 hours, we have received so many different updates regarding tariffs and what this could potentially do for the American people. Now, experts believe that we could be seeing a trade war brewing right now between the United States and many other countries. We've already been experiencing a trade war with China for the past several years, so they are just saying that this is only going to expand and get bigger. Now I'm going to break down what's happening, how some other countries are actually pushing against the United States and saying that there will be reciprocal tariffs on the United States as well. But President Trump and Howard Lutnick has already said that if other countries are going to impose a reciprocal tariff on the United States, the U.S. is only going to raise our tariffs on them. This is the exact definition of a trade war. I'm going to explain what's going on in just a moment, how you will be impacted as well. But before I do, all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So yes, a trade war could be coming for the United States very soon. Look at this. It says Trump's trade war is just getting started. According to analysts, it says the president has been announcing tariffs for months, but economists see his latest moves as opening salvos in potentially drawn out tit for tats with dozens of countries and countless repercussions. I want to explain what's going on, but in order to explain what's going on, you need to understand who we are going after for these tariffs, because they're as low as 10% on every single country. Okay, that is the minimum. So countries like the UK and Australia, they are 10% tariffs. But then you got other countries like 49% tariff for Cambodia, 46% tariff for Vietnam. Yeah, you want your Nike shoes? Well, they're going to cost you a little bit more. But look at this. So right here in the middle, this is what the other countries are charging the United States, or that's what they're telling us. Okay, so this is what the United States is charging over here in the yellow. So we are gonna hit Canada or China with 34% tariff, the EU with 20%, Vietnam 46%, Taiwan 32%, Japan 24%, India 26%, South Korea 25%, Thailand 36%, Switzerland 31%. You get the idea. Okay. This is going to hit. Now, some of these are going to start on April 5th. Others are going to start on April 9th. Okay? Now, here's the reason why you need to understand what's happening. President Trump, he says he's announcing these sweeping new tariffs because he's trying to promote U.S. manufacturing, but he's risking inflation in a trade war. Yes. He's trying to promote U.S. manufacturing. If we can produce products here in the United States, this will be great for the American people. This would be great because this means more jobs. This means more tax revenue. This would be really good. Well, here's what's going on. And I just want to break this down because this is exactly what we've seen before. There's companies that are currently waiting. They have said that they are going to put in, $50 billion, $500 billion into manufacturing here in the United States. Whether that is from Taiwan Semiconductors, whether it's from Honda or Hyundai or some of these other car manufacturers, right? They said they are going to build plants here in the U.S. And so President Trump seems a little more lenient on some of those companies. But here's the issue. President Trump is only in office for 4 years. So come, 2029, okay, when President Trump is now out of office, it's fully expected that the next administration is going to roll all this stuff back. So for those companies that are saying, you know what, yeah, we're gonna invest, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, there's a very good chance that those companies are gonna keep saying the right things, but they never put a dollar into any type of investment here in the United States. Okay? So again, if we don't have consistency in the next administration, because again, President Trump, this is his second term. He's not going to be around in the next 5 years. He will not be the president. So everyone is fully expecting the next administration is going to roll all this stuff back. That's what's crazy. Look at this, though. The Commerce Secretary Lutnick says Trump's reciprocal tariffs will spur countries to examine their trade policies. They will. They are going to figure out whether this is something that they want or need. Some countries will stop selling their goods to the United States. I fully expect some countries are going to stop selling their goods to the United States. But does that mean we won't get our hands on them? No. Essentially what's going to happen, and we're already hearing reports of this, is Chinese companies are not shipping directly to the U.S. No. They're going to ship to Mexico. They're going to ship all their products to Mexico. That's where their products are going to go. And then from Mexico, they'll be pretty much redistributed to different vehicles, and they'll make their way up to the U.S. by truck. So essentially, it's going to take a little bit longer than normal to get your items from China to the U.S., but essentially, you're going to get away from some tariffs. That's what we're hearing. I want to show you this one as well. This says, Trump will buckle under the pressure if Europe bands together over tariffs. This is from a German economy minister. They say, this is what I see, that Donald Trump will buckle under pressure, that he corrects his announcements under pressure. Here's the thing. President Trump could potentially buckle, but every single country would have to band together. If it's just one country here, one country there, I don't see it. But keep this in mind, because this is what President Trump does. President Trump, all the time, he throws out different ideas, sees what people like, and sees what will stick. And that's what he goes with. If people don't like an idea, he pretty much just puts it to the back of his mind and never talks about it again. Well, according to multiple experts, they're saying that this could be one of those things that is a bluff. That President Trump doesn't want to impose tariffs on all these other nations, especially like this, okay? Because if we have to figure out where's the product coming from. Oh, it's coming from China. Okay, 34%. Oh, it's coming from Japan. All right, 24%. Oh, it came from Cambodia. Okay, 49%. If we do that, just the logistics behind it is insane. So some are saying that what the United States could potentially be doing, and again, I'm going to redirect you to this chart here, this little paper. But what the U.S. could be doing is trying to get all the countries to see that, okay, this is what they're going to get hit with. But in the end, the United States only imposes a 10% across the board tariff. Because think about this. If you were told, hey, that meal that you're about to eat is $89.95, you'd be like, oh my, I can't afford that for breakfast. That's insane for breakfast. For those couple pancakes and eggs and some bacon, I'm not paying that. Oh, and I get orange juice, still not worth it. But then they say, okay, instead of $89.99, $89.95, we're only going to charge you $10, okay? Because we like you. We like you. We're going to charge you $10. That's essentially what experts believe President Trump is about to do. He's going to show you what the U.S. could charge as a tariff, and then he's going to pull it all back and say, you know what? We want to be nice. We want to play fair. And so if everybody agrees that they're going to bring tariffs down in the United States, that they aren't charging the U.S. to send our goods elsewhere, we're going to bring ours down. Okay? But again, if we bring it down to 10%, according to experts, they believe the U.S. will only bring in about $300 to $400 billion this year in fees, in revenue from tariffs. So we'll see. But I want to show you this one as well. This is a warning from JP Morgan. JP Morgan says Trump's tariffs, if sustained, will likely push the U.S. and the globe into a recession. Yeah. So we are potentially pushing everyone into a recession. Yeah, that's about what's going to happen. This is why I've been saying this for a little while as well, that we are going to see more and more pressure on the economy, not just the US economy, but the global economy as well. So I don't know exactly where we go from here because, again, we have to wait for President Trump. We have to wait to see these tariffs go into effect. And how long will they be in effect? Are they going to be in effect for a couple weeks, days, months, years? We don't know. But that's what we're going to wait and find out. So as soon as we get more information on that, I promise I'll bring you all the latest news and updates. But as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.